Hey, what's up you guys? Today we're gonna be ranking the most popular side hustles for women in 2026 from you are just wasting your time to why the heck are you not doing this right now? Let's get into it. Okay, so here I have a list of the most popular side hustles for women, and this is my little tier list. Here at the top we have infinite money glitch, and then all the way down to you're just wasting your time. Let's start from down here. Dog walking, dog sitting. I wouldn't say you're just wasting your time because maybe it brings you joy, but you're not making a lot and that's pretty time intensive. You're either walking for an hour or two in the morning or an hour or two at night, or you're doing it twice a day, whatever that looks like, and you're probably having to go to like 5 to 10 houses or apartments a day just to get clients to make it worth it for you. And I can't imagine a dog walker making more than 5K a month. If you're making more than 3K a month as a dog walker, like that's insane, amazing, hats off to you. But yeah, we're gonna give it C, doesn't make a lot, time intensive. Meal prep service. I don't know, you guys, I would like to argue this might be wasting your time because if this is your side hustle that is super time intensive, you're not gonna be making a lot. And I don't even think that that would bring you joy. If you're the one-off where that brings you joy, great, do that. But I'm gonna put this as you're just wasting your time because I would never tell one of my friends to start meal prep servicing somewhere. Okay, so for faceless pages, because if you do it right and you go super viral on your account, it could have high earning potential, but it's a lot of work. And it's pretty hard to really understand how to segue that into being profitable. But I still will say there's high earning potential. It's just genuinely a lot of work. You have to put a lot of time into posting, you have to have a vision behind it, and then when you come up with a product to sell, you obviously have to navigate that whole endeavor as well. Okay, VA or a virtual assistant, not scalable. It's definitely a lot of work, but you can make a lot sometimes depending on who you're working with, but that's like if you're an amazing VA and you're doing a lot of hard work for a very successful person, then I would say it's level B, but honestly, I'm gonna give it C because you're not probably making a lot and it's very time intensive. I do understand though that there's some VAs that do make a lot of money, but not my top choice, and I don't think it's scalable and it's a lot of work. That's why I'm giving it C. Okay, Depop, I like this one. Depop is interesting because there's some girls and guys who low-key are rushing it on Depop. I think like the most I've heard someone making passively is like 5 to 10K, and that's either buying and reselling, but at that point you are treating it like a business. Like you are actively looking for clothes to buy at a low price and then resell for higher. So if you're putting a lot of time into it, you could still make like maybe 5 to 10. I feel like 10K is like pushing it, like that's pretty rare, but like 5 to 7K if you're giving it your all. However, if you're doing it passively just for fun, listing your clothes because you want to just make some cash off clothes you're not wearing anymore, you're not making a lot in my opinion. I will say it's tough, because it's like, we'll give it the benefit of the doubt. We'll say it's not scalable and still a lot of work, because I do know there's some people that absolutely crush it with Depop and I don't want to discredit that. So still not my top choice at all. Beauty technician, okay. I'm assuming you have to go to some sort of school for this or training. Actually, you definitely do for most beauty services. So that's time in and of itself. I will say if you are a beauty technician, you could in the future open up your own company or your own business or your own studio. So that could be something in the future that's scalable. I live in Miami. I know there's girls that make a lot of money doing like lashes and hair and whatnot. So I'm gonna say high earning potential, but hard work, because you could make a lot if you're like the top 1% in what you do in your craft. And that is considering you put so much time into your page, you've built up a platform, you're working with influencers, you're well known. That is one chance where I could see a beauty technician making a lot, but any other method, probably not that much. And it's still hard work. Like no matter whether you're making tons and tons because you are a very successful beauty technician or you're working for someone else and you're not making a lot, you're still putting a lot of hard work into it. So I think giving it a class A tier is a little bit generous, but hats off to the girls that make it work. Okay, food delivery. Like my initial thought was you're wasting your time, because I'm like, guys, your time could be put to so much better use. Yeah, no, I'm leaving it at that. I'm so sorry. If you are doing food delivery, you are a true hustler. I respect that, but you could absolutely be putting your time to something else, like anything else. So I'm giving that a D. You're wasting your time. Nannying. I don't think you're wasting your time, because if you're nannying for a very well-off family, that could obviously pay you very well. Also, I think that it's a job that could bring you joy, whereas like with food delivery, I don't think that would bring someone joy. So nannying or babysitting, I'm gonna say it doesn't make a lot. It's time intensive, but it's not the worst thing in the world. Like you're not wasting your time doing it, but I would definitely like look out for other things to do while you're nannying and babysitting. Social media manager, ooh, this is a good one. I don't know a lot about social media management in terms of like what some of the top ones are actually making, but actually I'm gonna literally look it up. How much do best social media managers make? Like I'm talking for the biggest brands possible. possible. Okay, 100 to 130 for large companies, while average salary is roughly 60 to 80,000. Okay, so like if you are a top girl, you could be making 100K, but that's like at most in a year, which I know that is a lot for most people, but in my mind, I'm like, you put so much time to get to that level. You have an insane resume built up. You're also like probably well connected where you had an in with this brand that hired you. So that kind of falls with like the beauty technician where it's like, I don't want to discredit that you could be making a lot, but it's a lot of work. So we're gonna say A, high earning potential, but hard work, because you could make a good amount of money. You're putting a lot of your time into it, and that's probably your full-time thing. I don't think you could be a successful social media manager, to be honest, and not be giving it your all. So keep in mind, these are just side hustles, but I'm also ranking them as if like you're giving it your all. So to be honest, beauty and social media manager, if they were just your side hustles and you were doing other things on the side of it, you probably aren't gonna be like that successful with them, because it's just like you're not putting enough time into it to even get to that level of success. Airbnb, I feel like this is pretty vague because it could mean you just have one listing up, or it could be like your full thing. You could be arbitrage. I think that's really cool. But if we're talking side hustle, you have another thing going for you and you're just doing it on the side. This is tough because like I want to say again, high earning potential, but hard work. But to even make like 10K a month with Airbnb, you probably have 3 or 4 listings. You have a full-time person that's renting it out, coming to clean it. You have these properties in the first place. How are you getting these properties? Are you owning them? Are you renting them like from someone and then re-renting them out? I don't know. It's scalable, but it's hard work. I'll put it here just to be nice, but like, gosh, that is like, I would never do that, to be honest. It just seems like a headache. I would hire it all out completely, and I would only consider Airbnb if I had like so much free time or I just didn't care and I had money to invest in properties. But for a lot of girls, I don't think that that's realistic or reasonable. Yeah, I don't know. I guess I have to put it there because I can't discredit that people don't make money with it. I just really think it's a lot of work. Okay, consulting. So this is like you're selling an offer, you're teaching others information, whatever that looks like, or maybe you have an agency that provides a solution to businesses, whatever. Consulting can kind of be anything in that realm. Definitely high earning potential. Technically, I actually do this as well. I teach girls how to do TikTok Shop affiliate, and I have a whole coaching program, but it is a lot of work. It is so much work, especially if you want your product to be genuine and be good. Just even coming from me, like I spent literally 6 months filming an entire course, building a whole platform to teach girls TikTok Shop affiliate, but there's definitely high earning potential there if you have a good product and you can sell it for a lot. Probably not my first pick. If you wanted to start a side hustle, I probably wouldn't say do that until you have mastered a skill, like one of these skills that we're talking about, and then you can maybe teach people how to do it and then they pay you to learn. For example, like if you taught girls how to make 5K a month with Depop, that would be your consulting offer. Yeah, high earning potential, lots of work. Sales or closer? Okay, there's a lot of people who are raving about remote sales as a girl. I was a setter 3 or 4 years ago for a decently big offer, and the most I ever made in 1 month was 7K, which yes, that's amazing for a lot of girls. But guys, I was literally working like 8 a.m. sales meeting all the way to like 6, 7 p.m. I was also always texting, had to always be on Slack. If you're a closer, needs something, you have to be ready to hop on calls, like send contracts, payment links, you're taking the phone, you're outbound dialing. Like sales is a hustle. And so while a lot of girls glamorize the sales world and are like, oh, you make 10K a month from your computer or laptop, it's like, yeah, but you're like, you can't really treat it as a side hustle. Like I think that they're kind of stretching the truth a little bit, because to make 5 to 10K a month as a closer, you're giving it a lot of time. And honestly, setting, which is what I was doing, is even easier. Closing is like you're the one actually getting people to spend thousands of dollars on the call itself, which is a true skill. So it's really hard work. High earning potential, hard work. And like by high, I've never heard of a closer making more than like 50 or 60K a month. If you're making like more than that, I'm assuming you're on a crazy popular offer and you're like the one-off top 1% of the field. For example, to make like 60K profit as a closer, considering you're taking home 10% revenue or cash collected, which is usually what most offers give you, that means you cash collected $600,000 in that month. Like you got that much money from your calls. Like you are either insane at your craft, or like I said, you're on an offer that's doing like $3+ million a month. So again, there's high earning potential. It's definitely probably capped at like 50, 60, 70K. Like that's top cream of the crop what closers could make. Well, open to argument. I'm sure there's some that have made more, but you guys know what I mean. Like you are on an insane offer. Moving on, video or photo services. Ooh, I feel like this is kind of like every creative mind has considered this or has known about this area and like thought, could I do photography? Could I do video services? Whatever. Like when I think about wedding, video, and photography, that's high earning potential in my opinion, but it is a lot of work. If you're again, cream of the crop, you're amazing amazing, you've built up a huge following or a platform, and you have referrals, your work is insane, you have tons of camera gear, so you have to invest a lot into your camera gear. You probably have had to spend years mastering your craft. You can't just post photos and like expect to make 10K a month. Like, definitely high earning potential, don't want to discredit that, but so much work goes into it, and that's cream of the crop. But for the most part, I would say don't do it unless you like really are passionate about it and it's something you want to do. Digital products, selling digital products. I think again, a lot of girls glamorize this, but honestly, I don't think you can make that much doing it. I'm gonna give it not scalable and a lot of work. I really don't see how you could scale it because it's your time equals what you get out of it. And it just seems like so much work. You also have to spend time learning it and understanding it and even knowing how to get people to buy your digital product. Amazon influencer, ooh, I like this one. I'm gonna right off the bat say high earning potential, but a lot of work because you have to be posting content. You have to have a very aesthetic, you know, Amazon storefront. You have a link in your bio. It's all content based, so tons and tons of effort. You're editing aesthetic videos, you're doing outfits, you're doing your favorite home products. You're probably an influencer of some sort, so you have to work on getting a following and getting people to want to buy from you. And then they're going to your page, buying from your Amazon storefront, and then you only get like a small percent commission. It's nothing crazy. I don't know exactly what Amazon commissions are, but I know it's not a lot. So yes, you can make a lot, and I've heard of girls making a lot, but these are my friends that have like hundreds of thousands of followers, if not millions of followers, and it's like their full-time thing. They're always updating their storefront, they're always posting content. Again, when we break it down to just being a side hustle, I think it's hard to make a lot of money with it. Okay, UGC creator. I originally was gonna be generous and give it a B, where it's not scalable, but a lot of work. But the more I think about it, and this is because you guys, I was a UGC creator, I would maybe get excited about like $100 per post. That is literally nothing. And like, yeah, it's scalable, like to what? I don't know a lot of UGC creators making more than 10K a month. And if you're at that mark, it's your full-time thing. You're putting a lot of time into it. So strictly side hustle speaking, I would say you're not making a lot and it's time intensive. You're editing, you're probably doing video revisions because these brands are picky. You're constantly in your emails pitching yourself. You have to make a media kit and you still can't charge that much because you're not an influencer. So yeah, I'm giving it a C. I would not recommend unless like you're passionate about it. Selling on Etsy, like you have your own store, maybe you're like kind of flipping stuff for a profit. Okay, that's 10 to 60K in monthly sales. So that's revenue, you guys, not profit. Considering 30% profit margins, probably like 3 to 30K a month profit. And guys, these are top Etsy sellers. Here we go. Successful full-time sellers often make 1 to 5K monthly, while elite established shops can reach obviously insane amounts. So yeah, that confirms. I was already gonna give it a B, but I wanted to confirm. So B, not very scalable, a lot of freaking work. That's what I'm giving Etsy sellers. Now, the last thing we have, and honestly, genuinely the only thing in 2026 that I can wholeheartedly give a infinite money glitch S tier class to is TikTok shop affiliate. Okay, so that only leaves us with one option, and truly, genuinely from the bottom of my heart, as someone who quite literally saw this change my life, the only side hustle in 2026 that I can truly give S class, infinite money glitch level status is TikTok shop affiliate. Because in what world could you make $67,000 in profit in 1 month? I've seen people make 200, 300K profit. I've consistently made 100K profit in the last 3 months with TikTok shop affiliate. You guys, girls that don't even know what they're doing are making 10K a month casually by putting up their favorite outfits on TikTok shop. And let me break down why it's so much better than all these other things. Drop shipping, for example, you have to have inventory, you have to run ads, so you're spending money up front, you have to deal with customer service, you have to ship out orders, so you're doing so much on the back end to make the same profit margins as an affiliate. What I mean by that is with drop shipping, the standard profit margin is like 20 to 30%. TikTok shop affiliate, that's the main commission that brands will give us. We'll literally get 20 to 30% on average for TikTok shop affiliate sales, which is insane. It's free to start. You just post videos. You don't have to be an influencer. So if you're thinking, hey, well, why is it better than Amazon, Etsy, blah, blah, blah. Guys, you have to be like a top influencer to be successful with Amazon affiliate, or like you're really focusing on your aesthetic page and building followers. No, with TikTok shop, you don't even have to have, I think like the new rule is 1,000 followers to get started. And it is so different from being an influencer. Separate the two. TikTok shop operates differently. Your videos can go viral no matter what because TikTok wants to make money. They make money through every sale you generate. So they'll push your content out. If you're linking a product, it automatically goes to a different algorithm. So I started TikTok shop as a nurse in California. I was broke, wasn't an influencer. And my second month ever doing TikTok shop affiliate, I made $152,000 in profit, take home. Like, let that really sink in. More than I ever could make in a year as a nurse. Like, I went to school for 4 years. And when I saw this, I was like, holy cow, like this is revolutionary. And I have been consistently doing it for over, I think like a year and a half now, maybe more. And it has not stopped. The floodgates are open more than ever. It's growing, it's booming. There's so many girls that make 10, 20, 30, 40, 50K a month. And all it takes is one video to go viral. And if you're like, what the heck even is TikTok Shop affiliate? Basically, long story short, it is you are posting a video, linking a product to the video, so the user watching your video can buy directly from you. They don't have to be redirected to a link, hint, hint, Amazon, Etsy, whatever else. You're not spending money on the ad. You're not spending money on inventory. You're not dealing with customer service. All you have to do is make a video talking about a product that you love and link it to your video and post your video. Obviously, there's an art to it, and the better you get, the more sales you get, the more viral you can go, yada, yada, yada. But it is seemingly uncapped. I have seen crazy, crazy, crazy results that girls have gotten in a month. And just to kind of segue, because it changed my life and set me financially free, I'm no longer an active nurse. I have my license still, but I don't work as a nurse. I've moved into my dream apartment with my husband. We've traveled the world. I drive my dream car. I've paid off all my debt because of TikTok Shop affiliate. I recently started a women's coaching program, teaching girls how to do this, because if I could do it, literally anyone can. Literally anyone can. And there's definitely a lot you need to know as far as like what products to do, how to get an account, how to grow an account if you need one, how to make viral videos, the viral frameworks, conversion strategies, all of that, which is definitely learnable. But the craziest thing and the biggest reason that I'm giving it infinite money glitch is because not only can you make an uncapped earning, but also you are not spending hours and hours building an entire website, designing a brand, working for someone else, taking sales calls, doing all this extra crap. You're literally just making girly fun content, sharing products that you love in your meantime. And you could totally do this if you were a stay-at-home mom, college student, working a full-time job. Like, I have seen every story in the book, and even the girls that I coach, they all have other things going for themselves. They're all busy, busy girls, and they still make so much money doing TikTok Shop. Obviously, to a degree, when you start making so much, you do end up quitting your other things, which is what I see a lot of girls do too. But it just goes to show how amazing this opportunity is. And also what's further is once you master the skill of making great viral content that can generate sales, you have that skill for life. So you can transfer that to meta ads. You can transfer that to landing retainers from brands that will pay you to simply post for them. And then you still get commission on top of it, which is what I do now. Is I get commission from every video I make, plus brands literally pay me massive retainers just to post for them. So that's a whole other art in itself. It's just opportunities are infinite. Earning is infinite. The skill is so easy to learn. The gap to start it is so simple. You don't have to like spend money to buy stuff, to deal with customers. Like, it is incredible, you guys. And if you have not considered TikTok Shop or you don't know what it is, you absolutely need to look into it. It's like the best way to make money as a girl in 2026, in my opinion. And if you want to learn how, or you've maybe already tried it, but you want to know how people are actually making life-changing money with it, if you want to join my coaching program, it's an all-women's coaching program specifically meant to teach girls on how to like go crazy with TikTok Shop affiliate. I'm not talking simple little chat group, you know, share your wins, whatever. No, this is like I'm giving live master classes. There's other viral top TikTok Shop affiliate female coaches that host calls every single day. We audit accounts, audit reviews. We can get you an account if you don't have one already to start posting. We have access to the top brands on TikTok Shop, higher commission links, even direct boosted ad spend for the girls. And if you're watching this and you're like, what does any of this mean? Don't even worry. Just worry about the fact that TikTok Shop affiliate exists and people are making 6 figures a month profit with it, and you haven't even tried it yet. Also, just to nail the head in the coffin, hit the coffin in the head, nail the coffin, whatever. Here's a little flash of some of the wins that I've seen from my students in the last 2 months since Miss Affiliate was launched. It's only been 2 months, and look at what some of these girls are making. Like, it's insane. So if you want to join Miss Affiliate, the link to apply is in the description of this video. It's themissaffiliate.com/start. And if you want to learn more about TikTok Shop affiliate and get some free sauce and tips, I will always share value on my YouTube and my personal account, so definitely check those out as well. Bye.